I'm Josh Brandon with JoshBrandonMedia.com. Game handle, SirTalksALot. I've been playing this game since October of 2018. When I came into the game, it was, I think, probably 8 months or so into creation. It came out in early 2018, if I remember right. So by the time I came in, the Defenders were one of the strongest teams. Crossbones was dominant. You know, if you had Crossbones, you could end a match pretty quickly. There just weren't a lot of tunes. Your legendaries were Iron Man, you know, that was the one you were really going after, and Nick Fury. So now the game is expanded and blown up, and there's characters and tunes that you probably have never even heard of. And that's okay. You don't have to know every character. I certainly don't. I like comic books. I like the, Marvel Cinematic Universe, and all kinds of superhero and sci-fi and fantasy stuff. I still am unfamiliar with a lot of these characters. Well, essentially, if you've never seen the Black Panther comics or watched the Black Panther movie, then you're probably not going to know much other than Black Panther. But there are quite a few Wakandans in the game. Well, 5 to be exact. Enough for one team. So this is a game that pits 5 tunes against 5 tunes. And those characters sort of, they mesh with other players. So your Avengers are going to be more powerful than 5 tunes who just aren't really related at all. And they have powers that sort of complement each other and all kinds of different things, which we'll get into. And there's 1,001 channels out there for learning how to play this game and being an expert and understanding what passive and what ultimate does what. I'll be honest with you, that's why I created this channel. For people like us. I'm just a dad. I'm an actor and a voiceover artist. I sit around at my desk and I make stuff and I write stuff all day long, and then I take a break and I play this game. I don't really have the time to understand all the intricacies of which power does what for what team. It's just so much to keep up with. But that's saying something, because this game is so intricate. It's so cool. There's so much put into it. But you don't have to know all that to play it. I don't. And I'm pretty powerful in the game as far as a mid-level kind of guy. I'm sort of between the line of free-to-play and pay-to-play. I'm nowhere near a whale. I will spend $20 every now and again, maybe on a batch of power cores, or a really good offer if Scopely's got one. One thing I'll say, Scopely's value for the money is not quite what Fox Next's was. But if you're new to the game, Fox Next was the company that originally released the game, and they sold it, and Scopely is the company now. I like Scopely. I think they've done fine. They've put a lot of more innovations into it. We're getting tunes and new characters a lot faster. A lot of people don't like that. I think it's pretty cool. If you've got the resources. And that's the hard thing. You're going to find in this game power cores, gold. These are things that are just rare. But they give them to you on a regular basis. There's plenty to do and keep yourself occupied. Now, if you want to take it to the next level, you want to go and really compete in this game, well, yeah, you can spend a little money. I don't spend money to compete in the game. I spend money because I want certain tunes to be, more powerful. I want to upgrade. I'm kind of an upgrade whore. One thing is the different factions of the game. Between Arena, Blitz, Dark Dimension, the campaigns, there's just so many different ways you can play this game and keep yourself occupied if that's what you're really wanting to do. I like this game because I need something to break the monotony in my day. And Marvel Strike Force does that for me pretty quick. I can get on, I can accomplish a few things. There are rewards, there are benchmarks to hit, and that makes me feel like I'm doing something. And while I do spend a lot of time in this game, I'm going to say that the way the game is structured works for my brain in a daily sense. Like, if I'm playing Xbox or another video game console or something like that, whether or not I get anything out of it, the challenge or whatever, that kind of feeds into my creativity. But hitting those benchmarks and those sort of accomplishments it's a very satisfying moment where you can be like, oh, okay, I've got my daily rewards gone. Cool. Put your phone down, get back to work, and you're kind of re-energized. I am anyway, but I'm kind of a dork like that. It's a good game, and I will be talking more about those different stages of the game, the different ways you can battle. In Real Talk, we'll talk about some of the issues I had in the beginning, things that I didn't know because, well, I kind of just half-assed played the game. Kind of like I do now. I don't really get all that much into it, and I'm still, this far into the game. October of 2018 is when I started, and I don't compare myself to other people. I just try to keep up with my alliance and contribute. We'll talk more about alliances as well. And we'll talk more about some of my favorite characters and some of my favorite tunes and how they kind of mesh together. Favorite characters from the movies, favorite characters from the game. I like Scarlet Witch. She's really popular right now. In the game, she's kind of meh. In the comics, she's one of the most powerful in the world, Same with Squirrel Girl. I'm kind of on the fence about it. I don't really put a lot into her in the game, but, she's beaten a whole lot of really powerful people in the comic books. I don't know. So we'll talk about just about everything to the game, but we're going to do it in a real way, where we're not really getting too technical and talking over your head. If you have questions, I've got people I can bring in to answer those questions. And I'll have people I want to get in and talk about other things related to the game, people that know more than I do that can help us. In the meantime, enjoy Marvel Strike Force, and hopefully if I see you in war or the arena, I'll beat your ass. Like, share, and subscribe.